So as time progresses, it becomes more and more abundantly clear how little Valve actually sees this as a problem. It's something that, unfortunately, I and many others in the community have known about. However, it is in a position where, unfortunately, the community will need to be able to come up with creative solutions to these very unique problems. And today we are going to discuss one such solution created by one of the best members of the community that exists, Mastercoms. Mastercoms is the individual behind Masterconfig, arguably the best custom configuration file generator on the internet, a complete revamp and revitalization of HUDs.tf, hosted entirely by Mastercoms, and now Quickplay, community custom Quickplay. And this video is sponsored by Fume. Are you a person trying to kick a bad habit? This is not a vape. There's not electronics, something that you just use in order to kick the bad out of the bad habit. There's no nicotine, there's no vapor, it's just air. What you do is you take this thing, it pulls apart like this, and you have these different flavor packs. White cranberry. So these are called cores. You take this and you fit the core inside here. You then replace it in there, and at the bottom, you can adjust the strength. It satisfies the urge of that bad habit. They also sent me this very nice magnetic fidget stand that it sits on if you're a person trying to kick a bad habit. So go to the link down in the description below and get yourself a free Fume base when you order your journey pack today. And after this is no lie, I'm giving this to my best friend who is trying to kick a bad habit. Now, for those that weren't around pre-Meet Your Match, Quickplay was how we all played this game. You would just tell the game what game mode you wanted to play, and the coordinator would go through all available community and official servers to find something that meets your requirements. This allowed for community servers to flourish due to the game itself directing players to those community servers as long as very easy requirements were met. And because of this, it was actually a lot easier to deal with problematic players, as there is significantly more administration, moderation, and security on community servers. What this is a system not unlike how Valve used to operate, sorting through all available community servers that, again, meet quite simple requirements. As of now, this is all done through a browser on Mastercom's own website. However, to make it easier, there is a custom HUD that works directly in the game. It'll still open the browser, but it's right there. The quick play button is right there in the game. As of now, there are a few settings that you can choose, server size, game mode. Are you cool with random crits or not? Are you cool with roll the dice or not? Okay, what's your minimum ping? Cool. And it takes like a second, and then it'll throw you into a server, and they're good servers. Skyle servers, Uncletopia servers, and as of now, there's like 1,000 or so players using this system. However, since these are already popular community servers, you won't be matching against just Quickplay users. If you already play on Uncletopia, those players are still going to be there. However, getting more players using a system like this will allow for bot filtering and player security to be increased. Of course, I have been friends with Mastercoms for years. Mastercoms is probably most popular on this channel for Team Comptress 2, a cleanup of the Team Fortress 2 source code that attempted to fix a lot of the major bugs that since have had some introduction into the main game. I asked Mastercoms some questions, and these were their answers. Question: what is your end goal? What does success look like long term? Answer: quote, ultimately, the goal will always be for players to be happy and enjoy the game. Right now, I feel that will be achieved by many players finding quality matches in good communities and server owners working through the Quickplay system to support that. I firmly believe that Quickplay can help find quality matches with the right player and server numbers. So this becomes an incentive problem for both servers and players. How do we create sufficient incentives for server owners to make the vanilla experiences available for players? And how do we incentivize those players to join those experiences en masse? We've got a good start on this problem by just delivering this product and iterating it based on feedback. And I've had countless players and server owners express to me that they've seen this tool bring their communities to life like never before and want to do whatever they can to support this project. I think we can go further on this, even past solely the Quickplay model, and create a bright future for the game, especially for the community server side of things. Question: technically speaking, how does this actually work? Answer: Quote, the Quickplay system has 3 layers: the server queuer, the Quickplay coordinator, and the client. The server queuer collects a list of servers from the public server list, just like what the server browser would, and then filter out results based on a variety of factors, including what map the server is on, if it shows indication of running the vanilla server experience, and if it's giving accurate information to the server list. From over the 3,000 community servers that are publicly available, only about 600 to 800 match this criteria. The courier then goes on to do global scoring, which includes giving a bonus to servers that closely follow our rules for great player experiences, as well as coordinating how many players the server has, determining if it's too empty or too full. It also evaluates network conditions to see if the server will provide an excellent experience to players based on ping and other quality factors. After the server courier has done its job, it passes the data to the Quickplay coordinator. This data includes information about the available maps, the currently active holiday, and the server list. The Quickplay coordinator then takes on the responsibility of distributing this data globally for quick access. The client, in turn, receives this data from the coordinator by providing an approximation of its network conditions. The coordinator then takes the global server list data and personalizes it to the client to estimate the client's ping on the server. While not entirely accurate, this ping estimate should reflect how servers outside your region will have much higher ping than those in your region. I have been working on making this estimate accurate enough to display to players so that they can make more informed decisions. The client then takes this information and does the final scoring and filtering based on the player's settings, ultimately finding the best game primarily based on ping and players. Question: what are the next features for this system? Answer: in terms of short-term goals, I have quite a few. Right now, I am working on getting the Quickplay algorithm more dynamic based on player counts. When lots of people are searching in a region, we can prefer to fill up empty servers instead of trying to find an already healthy, running match to land some players into. More player choice is also a big focus. Settings for class limits, better map selection, and the ability to browse through a list of the results are a few examples of what I have in mind. In the long term, I want to work on that incentive problem. I think server owners already see the value in players and a healthy community, so the main driver will be incentives for players. Giving them an enjoyable experience where they can always find something fun to do is something that I'm constantly thinking about, and what I build towards will be laser focused on that. Question: what can server owners do to be added within the system? What is the best way of contacting you? Answer: Quickplay is based on exclusion, not inclusion. If you're on the public server list, the system will take that in for Quickplay. Only servers that are opt-out or don't match the Quickplay criteria or rules will be excluded. Some of those exclusions are based upon player reports, and others have heuristics to detect servers that aren't fit for Quickplay or generally break the rules. We have an FAQ for both server owners and players, and contact information on there for specific reports, but in general, we'd love for people to join the Discord server, linked down in the description below, and give continual feedback, suggestions. Question: how will you keep cheaters and bots out? Answer: those sort of problems have been around for a long time, and even though the community server list is public and many server networks advertise their list of IPs directly, the excellent community moderation and other tactics these servers use have held the line against these sorts of things. That isn't to say that we're only putting the onus on them to handle the influx of players, and we'll continue to work with server owners to make sure Quickplay creates a positive impact on the community. Question: are there any other features or ideas that you are working on that are encompassed within the Mastercoms brand? Right now, the focus is Quickplay. However, through that process, I've learned more about the community server ecosystem and how to query servers accurately and in real time. So maybe I'll finally get around to that player statistics feature soon, and we can find out more regarding the genuine player numbers in TF2. I also continue to support the main Mastercoms project, a customization mod for the game that helps you adjust the game's graphics for performance and quality, and also lets you customize binds, weapons, and more. I hope to launch a big update for it called Config 10 in August, with scripting features unheard of before in a config. But that might be delayed given the current focus. And Config HUDs, a project launched early last year to give a home to all of the amazing community HUDs, and continues to get new features to help players and creators reach each other. Is there anything else you'd like users to know or understand before playing? The system is still a work in progress. If you get matched into a server with high ping or no players, I can understand understand the frustration. The current system can struggle at certain times, especially in certain regions, but I'd always like more information about where it's not working. I've been continually improving Quickplay since launch, and it'll not stop soon. I am super excited about the future of this and how it will help out the game. Thank you so much, Mastercoms, for your time, and I hope that answers any questions that you may have. If you have any other questions for Mastercoms or about this project, again, the Discord server for this community Quickplay project is down in the description below. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Tyler McVicker, the Passionate Gamer. Peace and hair grease. Adios.